David says to me, can you help me turn this into something like this? Sure I can. Well, David, the first thing is you've got to find one. That's the hardest bit. If you look around now, I'm in a lovely area full of Roman and medieval history, so finding things like modern shillings and 2 shillings and all that sort of stuff, the ideal things to turn into jewellery and coin rings in particular, is fairly difficult. You need somewhere more modern maybe to find those. So my challenge starts here now to try and find something to turn into what you want. Got 1 or 2 other questions here as well. What do you do with a coin which is completely blank, that's been virtually worn to death? Well, in the past I couldn't really do much at all. Just recently I've been experimenting with keeping the best side on the inside so you can actually read the legend if there's anything left, but on the outside is actually putting a wooden outside on it. And the one I did recently in red cedar just looks really lovely, and it's a large coin as well. Can you please make me one of those lovely silver Roman brooches to wear as a pendant? Yes, I can do that. What I like to do though, and I'm not quite sure if you're aware of this, but I did pick one particularly old and knackered Roman denarius, nearly 2,000 years old, and I melted it down with some of my other scrap 925 silver, sterling silver. And the reason I do that, Suzanne, is because with every silver Roman brooch that I make, I use that piece of scrap silver with the old bits of Roman denarius in it, which means it's now got genuine Roman DNA in that silver Roman brooch. So what you're getting is not just a modern creation, an exact copy of a Roman brooch from an actual Roman brooch that was found, but it's got the DNA of Roman history in there up to 2,000 years. I'll come back to some more questions from you guys later. Meanwhile, I think it's about time I got going. We've got a good signal here. I'm just brushing it with my foot at the moment. But to tell you the truth, it doesn't sound that deep and it doesn't sound that brilliant. I could be completely wrong. Well, I'll be jigging, it's still there. Okay, let's see if the probe can find it, because obviously I can't. Oh golly. Oh golly. How wrong I was. Put the probe away. Look at this, a steel yard weight. Roman. There should be an iron core in there, and that's what was giving me the funny signal. Look at that. A lovely Roman steel yard weight, up to 2,000 years old. Beauty. It's one of the best ones I've found because they've got a definite shape to them. Usually they were just a lump of lead, but that one's well defined. I love it. One of the questions I recently got was from somebody called Grace. She's just started detecting. She's got the Deus full kit, lucky you, but she's only got the 9-inch coil, and she's finding it difficult to pinpoint. She keeps missing her target by a long way. Could I help? Yep, I'll do that for you. But first, I've just got to find a target. Hey Grace, this is not a very good signal, but I'm going to show you how to pinpoint. Right, it sounds like foil to me, but anyway. Just keep slowly drawing your coil back. So they go forward again, so it comes back. Just. And it's right under that red XP you can see on the coil. It'll be there. Let's see what it is. Right, that's where I think it is. That tiny little area there. Let's See if I've got it out. Yeah, and it's foil. At least now you know how to pinpoint. Right, in this great big hill in the middle of the field, I've seen this before a few years ago, but it disappeared. I guess the farmer maybe ploughed it over, but it's back again. I think it's probably a badger set, because I know there are badgers in the woodland just over there and over there, but why would they be here instead of in the safety of the trees? Let's have a look. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Surface find. Just laying there in the surface. A shame about the pin. They always go first. That's because the pin is usually some sort of steel, iron, and the rest of it is copper alloy, brass. That was a good hour and a half hunt. I walked a long way and didn't find much apart from that first signal, which is the Roman steel yard weight made from lead. Lovely find. And I've just got a message here from Malcolm, or Melk as he calls himself, and that is, can you make me a coin ring from any coin, or does it have to be a certain percentage silver? Good question. Yeah, I can make you a coin ring from any coin as long as it's foldable. I did try once from a small hammered coin, and quite rightly so. It was an experiment. I knew it would happen, but it split. So I think the silver was too old, and of course the coin was too thin. But yeah, virtually any coin. The problem is when it comes to wearing them. If you wear, for example, a copper penny like this one, that might leave you with a green finger. And if you have anything British which looks silver, 1947 onwards, the silver looking coins had all their silver replaced, and it's now just all copper nickel, and some people have an allergic reaction to that. The very least get a black finger. So that's a good question, thanks for that. Cake break. Well, there is no cake break today because I do need to get a few pounds off, and I was getting a bit heavier anyway with all that cake, in your cake old malarkey, in recent couple of years. I do enjoy cake, but with lockdown for 20 weeks I've gained even more weight, so I do need to get it off. So a good long walk this morning was just right for me. So instead, tomato sandwiches in your tomato hole. If you've got a question you want to post in this video in the comment section for me to answer or read out on one of my future videos, just think of something, make a note of it in the comments. If it's something that I can answer for you on a future video, I'll give you a shout out and read it out. Here's one that I can't identify. It sounded really nice. Copper alloy. It looks a bit corrosion damaged, but there is something about that which tells me don't throw it away. I need to get an ID. And whilst I can't justify why I'm saying this, I actually think that might be a Roman brooch. It's just not anything I've seen before, but it's got the right verdigris on the edges, and there's something saying to me don't throw it away. Right, so now you've had a good look at that, if you've got any idea at all, just leave a comment what you think it might be. In the meantime, I'm going to try and get an ID. Aha! First coin of the day. Not really able to get very much detail off that at the moment. Let me just see if I can get a bust. Not doing very well. Oh, hang on. No. Got it. There you go, look. Bust facing right. You can see that's a George III penny. Good. First coin. We're off. If you liked that video, then check out the one on screen now, or the ones I've pinned down below.